Today, we're traveling back in time to ancient Rome, a civilization shaped by emperors, senators, and legends. Welcome to our journey through the legendary history of Rome's 7 kings. From the founding of Rome to the dawn of the Republic, these kings shaped the early identity of one of history's greatest civilizations. We'll be separating fact from fiction, myth from reality, and exploring how these 7 rulers set the stage for the rise of an empire. So buckle up, because we're about to dig deep into the stories of the 7 kings of Rome. First up, we've got Romulus the OG, the founder, the man who quite literally drew the first lines of the city, raised by a she-wolf. Yeah, you heard that right, a she-wolf. Romulus and his twin brother Remus were always destined for greatness, or at least that's how the story goes. They decided to found a city, but things got a little, shall we say, competitive. This sibling rivalry ended with Romulus becoming the sole ruler of the newly founded Rome, named, of course, in his honor. Romulus wasn't just about brute force, though. He established the Senate, a council of elders, to advise him, laying the groundwork for Rome's political system. He also recognized the importance of a strong military, organizing Rome's citizen soldiers into legions. This dude was building an empire, brick by bloody brick. And then there's the story of the rape of the Sabine women. Did Romulus's men really kidnap women from a neighboring tribe to secure wives for the new city? It's a story that's been debated for centuries. Romulus's reign laid the foundation, literally and figuratively, for what would become the Roman Empire. After the tumultuous reign of Romulus, Rome needed a leader who could bring peace and stability. Enter Numa Pompilius, Rome's 2nd king, known for his wisdom and piety. Unlike Romulus, Numa wasn't a warrior king. He believed in the power of diplomacy and peace. He understood that a society needs more than just military might to survive. It needs laws, customs, and a shared set of beliefs. Numa's reign was marked by religious reforms and the establishment of important religious institutions. He introduced new deities to the Roman pantheon, built temples, and established the order of the Vestal Virgins. Legend has it that Numa received guidance from the divine nymph Egeria, who shared her wisdom and knowledge of law and religion. Numa's reign was a stark contrast to that of Romulus. He focused on peace, religion, and law, laying the foundation for a stable and prosperous society. After Numa's peaceful reign, it seems like the Romans were ready for a little action again. Enter Tullus Hostilius, the 3rd king of Rome, a man who definitely believed in the saying, "Go big or go home." Tullus was all about expansion, about making Rome the dominant power in the region. He waged war against neighboring cities, expanding Roman territory and cementing its position as a force to be reckoned with. One of the most famous conflicts during Tullus's reign was the war against Alba Longa, Rome's neighboring city, and according to legend, the very city Romulus and Remus were born in. Tullus wasn't just a warrior king, though. He also oversaw the construction of the first Curia Hostilia, the Senate House, a physical representation of Rome's growing political power. Legend has it that he was struck down by Jupiter, the king of the gods, for neglecting the proper religious rituals. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris and the importance of respecting the gods, even when you're the king. Chapter 4. Ancus Marcius, the builder. With Tullus out of the picture, Rome needed a leader who could consolidate its gains and secure its borders. Step into the arena, Ancus Marcius, the 4th king of Rome, known for his piety, military prowess, and most importantly, his love of infrastructure. Ancus understood that a strong and prosperous Rome needed more than just military victories. It needed solid foundations, literally. He focused on strengthening the city's defenses, expanding its territory, and improving its infrastructure. He constructed Rome's first bridge over the Tiber River, the Pons Sublicius, connecting the city to the Etruscan side and opening up new trade routes and opportunities. Ancus also established the port of Ostia at the mouth of the Tiber, securing Rome's access to the Mediterranean Sea and paving the way for its future naval dominance. Ancus wasn't just about bricks and mortar, though. He also recognized the importance of law and order. He codified Roman law, making it more accessible to the people, and established the principle of declaring war through a formal ritual. Ancus might not have been as flashy as some of the other kings, but he was a builder, a pragmatist, a ruler who understood that true strength lies in a strong foundation. Chapter 5, Lucius Tarquinius Priscus, the Etruscan king. Get ready for a change of pace because our next king, Lucius Tarquinius Priscus, was actually of Etruscan origin. Now, the Etruscans were a powerful and wealthy civilization that heavily influenced early Rome. They were known for their art, architecture, and engineering skills, and Tarquinius Priscus brought that Etruscan flair to Rome. He was a king of grand visions and even grander projects, transforming the city's landscape and leaving an indelible mark on its physical and cultural identity. One of his most ambitious projects was the construction of the Cloaca Maxima, Rome's sewage system. It was a feat of engineering that improved sanitation and public health, something any ancient Roman would tell you was a pretty big deal. And if you think a sewer system is impressive, wait till you hear about the Circus Maximus, a massive chariot racing stadium built under Tarquinius Priscus's rule. This was Rome's entertainment central, a place where people could gather to witness the thrill of chariot races and forget about their daily troubles for a while. But Tarquinius Priscus wasn't just about bread and circuses. He also expanded Rome's military power, introducing new military equipment and tactics. Legend has it that Tarquinius Priscus's wife, Tanaquil, was a skilled interpreter of omens and prophecies, playing a pivotal role in her husband's rise to power. Chapter 6, Servius Tullius, the Reformer. And now for something completely different. Our sixth king, Servius Tullius, has one of the most unique backstories of all the Roman kings. He wasn't born a prince or a nobleman. He was actually believed to have been born a slave. Yes, you heard that right, a slave who rose to become the king of Rome. Talk about defying expectations. His rise to power is a testament to the fluidity of fate and the belief in divine intervention. Servius Tullius was a king of the people, a ruler who understood the needs of the common man. He implemented significant social and political reforms, the most famous being the Servian Constitution. This constitution reorganized Roman society based on wealth and military service, giving more power to the common people and laying the foundation for a more inclusive political system. He instituted a census, a system of counting and classifying citizens which allowed for a fairer distribution of taxes and military duties. Servius Tullius also understood the importance of defending Rome. He built the Servian Wall, a massive defensive wall that surrounded the city, providing protection from invaders and becoming a symbol of Rome's strength and resilience. Chapter 7, Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, the last king. And now we come to the end of our 7 kings with Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, the last king of Rome. Talk about a tough act to follow, right? Unfortunately, Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, or Tarquin the Proud as he's often called, is remembered more for his tyranny than his triumphs. His reign marked the end of the Roman monarchy and paved the way for the establishment of the Roman Republic. Ironic, isn't it? The son of the king who built the Circus Maximus ended up being the last act. Tarquin the Proud was an ambitious ruler who completed the construction of the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus on Capitoline Hill, a magnificent temple dedicated to Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva. This temple became a symbol of Rome's power and piety, a place where the Senate would meet and where triumphs were celebrated. But despite his achievements, Tarquin's rule was marked by brutality and oppression. He ruled with an iron fist, ignoring the Senate, exiling his enemies and seizing their property. The story of Lucretia, a Roman noblewoman who was raped by Tarquin's son Sextus, sparked a rebellion led by Lucius Junius Brutus. The people, angered by Tarquin's tyranny and inspired by Lucretia's sacrifice, rose up and drove the Etruscan king from power. And that's a wrap on the 7 kings of Rome. From Romulus, the founder, to Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, the last king, these rulers shaped Rome's destiny in profound ways. They laid the foundations for a city that would become an empire, a civilization that would leave an indelible mark on the world. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Rome's legendary 7 kings. Their stories, whether fact or myth, continue to inspire and intrigue us to this day. Until next time, keep exploring the cosmos, both the one above us and the one within our